Wait, don't scroll. Quick question. How much money do you think you've wasted this year? $50? $500? Try thousands. I'm not kidding. What's even crazier? It's not the big expensive purchases. It's the sneaky little habits draining your wallet without you even noticing. Curious? Stick around, because today, we're shedding light on where your money's going, how it's adding up, and how you can finally make a change. Think you're ready? All right, buckle up. Here's the deal. Money is hard to earn, but surprisingly easy to waste. I mean, think about it. You work 40, maybe 50 hours a week, pouring your time and energy into making a living. Then bam! It quietly disappears into things like daily coffees, unused subscriptions, and limited-time online deals. We tell ourselves it's no big deal. It's only $5 here or $12 there, but pile them up, and by the end of the year? And trust me, I'm speaking from experience. All right, confession time. A few months ago, I did a deep dive into my spending. You know what I found? A streaming service I hadn't used in, wait for it, for 7 months. But there it was, loyally charging me $15 every single month. That's $105, gone, because I forgot to cancel it, and it didn't stop there. I also discovered I'd spent over $400 on takeout in just 1 month because I was too tired to cook. Sound familiar? Don't leave me hanging. Drop a comment if you've had a similar facepalm money moment. Come on, we're all friends here, okay? Now it's your turn. Be honest with me. When was the last time you looked really closely at your spending? And I don't mean just scanning your transactions and saying, "Oh yeah, I remember that." I mean actually asking yourself, do I really need this? If you're like most people, and hey, I'm guilty too, you've probably avoided it because it's a little uncomfortable. But here's the truth. It's the uncomfortable stuff that makes the biggest difference. All right, let's talk about 3 huge money wasters most people fall for. Myself included. First up, the classic daily coffee run. Look, I love a fancy cappuccino as much as the next person, but that $5 cup adds up. If you're buying one every day, that's $150 a month or nearly $2,000 a year. That's not coffee. That's a plane ticket or a huge chunk of your credit card debt. Yikes. Next, impulse shopping. You're online, you see, sale ends tonight, and your hand just clicks, add to cart, like it has a mind of its own. But here's the kicker, buying something you don't need on sale still costs you money. I once bought a yoga mat because, get this, it was 40% off. I've used it exactly twice. Twice. Why do we do this to ourselves? Tell me I'm not the only one. What's your most ridiculous impulse buy? Drop it in the comments while I get to the next one. And last but not least, subscriptions. Oh boy, those sneaky monthly charges for gym memberships, apps, and services you signed up for during that motivated phase. They're the silent killers of your budget. If you're not using something regularly, it's time to cancel it. Trust me. Quick story. A good friend of mine once told me she was always broke, even though she made decent money. She decided to track every single dollar she spent for a month. And guess what? Turns out she was spending over $300 on takeout every month. That's almost $4,000 a year. On food delivery. You know what she did? She started meal prepping a few times a week, saved a chunk of change, and even treated herself to a dream vacation with the money she used to spend on pad thai. Simple change, big reward. Look, I'm not here to make you cancel all the fun in your life. But small, intentional changes? Those can save you thousands without feeling like a sacrifice. Start simple. Go through your bank statements and highlight every subscription or routine expense. Ask yourself, do I actually use this? Another tip? Limit impulse buys. Next time you're about to add to cart, give yourself a 24-hour cooling period. If you still want it the next day and can afford it, then go for it. But 9 times out of 10, you'll realize you don't actually need it. And here's a fun challenge. Make your own coffee at home for a month. Even if it's not perfect, your wallet will love you for it. I get it. Some of these changes might feel tough at first, like giving up that daily coffee run. Scary. But hey, think of it as leveling up. You're not just saving money, You're gaining financial control. Plus, you know those Instagram influencers with their perfect meal prepped lunches? Yeah, your version doesn't have to look like that. If your meal prep is slapping peanut butter on a slice of bread, congrats, you're already ahead of the game. Zero judgment here. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. Saving money isn't about deprivation. It's about freedom. Freedom to invest in what you care about. Getting rid of unnecessary spending gives you choices. That vacation you've been dreaming about, that extra cushion in your savings, that stress-free feeling when payday comes around. It's all on the table if you're willing to take control. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect, you just have to start. All right, here's your homework. Yes, homework. Don't roll your eyes at me. Find 20 minutes this week to sit down with your transactions. Highlight anything you haven't used or anything you know you could cut back on, then pick one thing to change. Just one. Cancel that subscription you've forgotten about or pack lunch 3 days this week. Small steps, big results, you've got this. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. But every mindful choice you make with money brings you closer to the life you want. Imagine the possibilities if you start today, right now. Your financial future is in your hands. And trust me, you're more powerful than you think. Thanks for joining me on this. Stay tuned for more tips and stories to help you save, grow, and thrive. Until next time.